Hey, ladies and gentlemen, has anyone ever smelt New Harlem by the House of Bond Number 9? That cocoa kind of cappuccino coffee based fragrance? Well, I don't think that fragrance is in existence anymore, but I have a comparison between two fragrances that smell like it that came out in the 90s. Is it a clone? Is it inspired by? Which one came out first? Stay tuned to find out. Okay, so you know who this is. Your boy, James Darnell, Davinci the Poet. I do poetry and sim reviews, so if you like that type of content, then please like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell, post a comment, all that type of good stuff, because I am on the road to 500 and I don't have that much more to go, but I really want to get to 1,000, 1,500 and beyond. So I appreciate everybody. For your new subscribers, I appreciate you guys. And for my returning subscribers, salute. So in this video, we're going to compare 2 scents, and this one is going to be from the house of Jordan. Kind of weird saying from the house of Jordan. It is Michael Jordan Legend. In the house of Rochas, it is Rochas Man. So stay tuned, and like I always say, roll that beautiful bean footage. Okay, so if you haven't seen these fragrances before, which you may be under a rock if you haven't seen them before, but here's the first Michael Jordan Legend. You can get this one from your rack stores for roughly like $12, $12.99-ish. I see these a lot popping up at Burlington, but I have seen at Ross just for less as well. Haven't seen any Michael Jordan fragrances at TJ Maxx or at Marshall's, but I do see them at Burlington and Ross. And you will not see this one too many times in stores, unless there's a specialty store that kind of sells discontinued or hidden gem fragrances. But you all know the egg shape of Rochas Man. I got this one from Drug Emporium. Haven't seen it anywhere else. But without further ado, let's get into the notes. I'm going to start off with Rochas Man. This one came out in 1999, and I'm going to be looking off a little to the side because I am reading the notes off of my PC. So we're going to start off with top notes of Lavender and Bergamot. Then it goes into mid notes of Cappuccino, Raspberry, Jasmine, Virginia Cedar, and Lily-of-the-Valley. And then the base notes are going to be Vanilla, Amber, Sandalwood, Patchouli. So it's kind of citrusy, a little bit floral. Of course, it has that coffee base, a little bit sweet, and it goes down to being a little bit woody and a little bit earthy. So I'm going to spray both of these on skin because I do want to get a real experience with it. So I'm going to spray this one on my left hand, and then the Michael Jordan Legend, I'm going to spray on the right. Let that work as magic for a little bit. Yeah, I can already smell it in the air. To me, right off the bat, I'm getting that cappuccino. I'm not really getting the bergamot or really the lavender. Maybe a hint of the lavender. But that cappuccino almost come off gourmand a little bit. Almost kind of like chocolate. And as it dries down, you definitely get a little bit of that woodiness from the Virginia Cedar and probably from the Sandalwood. And it's a little bit sweet from that Vanilla and Amber. And maybe a little bit earthy from the Patchouli. But overall, a great fragrance. It's been hyped up for a while. I know they have, I think, an intense version, if I'm not mistaken. But this right here is the Eau de Toilette, because I do want to compare the concentrations to one another. And once I do spray the Legend, I'll come back to them and then see how they're doing on my skin then. But this is from the house of Rochas. It's Rochas Man. Okay, so from the house of Jordan, it is Michael Jordan Legend. That's all the rest of the fragrances. A lot of people are saying they're just trash. And this one was ahead of its time because, if I'm not mistaken, this actually came out before New Harlem. So New Harlem might be an inspiration from Michael Jordan Legend. So let's go through these notes. Okay, this one doesn't have any top notes, mid notes, or bottom notes. It just goes with coffee, amber, anise, lavender, leather, patchouli, musk, Virginia cedar, bergamot, tea, and oak moss. So the notes are kind of similar. It does have, well, coffee instead of cappuccino, but in common with Rochas Man, it does have the amber, the lavender, the patchouli, the Virginia cedar, the bergamot. So, Rochas Man doesn't have the anise, the coffee, the leather, the musk, the tea, or the oak moss. So let's get this one sprayed on my right hand and we'll go from there. Similar, definitely similar. With this one, the coffee note is stronger. It's a darker note because the cappuccino is not as strong. Wow. Definitely, you're getting that leather. It's pronounced. So it's making this one a little bit deeper, a little bit richer. But definitely very similar. Let's see when this one actually came out. So yeah, it came out in 97. So it came out actually before either one of these. It came out before New Harlem and it came out before Rochas Man. Two very similar scents. Like I said, this one's more darker. This one's a little bit more woody, a little bit more earthy. This one is a little bit lighter, a little bit sweeter, but after the dry down, now that it's drying down a little bit, you can barely kind of tell them apart. I would say, regardless of which one you find, if you want from Drug Emporium, Rochas Man probably hit me for like $30. This one, Michael Jordan Legend, hit me for I think like $12.99. So they're both cheapies. You're probably going to be able to find Michael Jordan Legend more than you would Rochas Man. So I would say go for Michael Jordan Legend. It's cheaper and it's widely available. You're probably, if you don't have a Drug Emporium, you're probably going to have to find Rochas Man online. But they're still cheapies. So regardless of which one you want, they're both really good fragrances. And that's about it. So that's been my review of Rochas Man in comparison with Michael Jordan Legend. So I appreciate you if you stayed all the way to the end of the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend's mother, father, sister, brother, cousin that Davinci the Poet does poetry and sim reviews. And as always, I'm out. Salute, peace, and God bless. Stay tuned for the next one.